Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool strip diagram, working with equal groups with a problem related to TEKS 4.4f, and we will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have a factory producing some water bottles. They're packed into boxes. We need to know how many boxes are needed for all the water bottles. Well, this is going to be an equal groups problem. And as you read the problem, hopefully you noticed this word right here, equally. So when we are packing the boxes equally, and that lets us know that we are going to have equal groups. And sometimes the phrase is going to just say each or equally. Sometimes it might say there are the same number in each box. Whenever you see equal groups, that's your clue that we are dealing with multiplication or division. And it depends on whether or not we have the total. The factory produces 5,040 water bottles. That's our total because we're not going to get any more. So when they give you the total, that lets you know that we are going to be dividing because we have the total and we're going to either be looking for the number of groups or the number in each group. The only other number they give us is 7. So there are boxes of 7. The bottles are being packed into boxes of 7. So this actually gives us the number in each group. We know that each box is going to have 7, and what we're looking for is how many boxes. We're looking for the number of groups. We don't know how many boxes of 7 we need to get 5,040 water bottles, but I can tell you it's going to be a lot. So how do we draw this with a strip diagram? Well, we're going to get our total. So let's get our total like this. And we're just going to write 5,040. And we don't know how many groups we need. We know that there are boxes of 7, so we can represent that with a square. We're going to put 7 in there. What we're going to do is we're going to draw an arrow with a question mark. We're going to make it extend all the way across, and that's going to let us know we don't know how many 7s there are in 5,040, but we can use long division to figure it out. So we're going to divide 5,040 by 7, and when I write this, I'm not going to include that comma. I don't want to necessarily or mistakenly think that the comma is a 1 and include that somehow. And then my steps. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? That's how I remember the steps for long division. Divide, multiply, subtract. We always check to make sure that our difference is smaller than our divisor. And then we bring down and do it again until we're out of numbers. So we start from the left. 7 goes into 5. Nope. 7 goes into 50. That's where we start. And then we just ignore the 40 for now. You have to know your multiplication facts or else this becomes very difficult. So if you're in 4th grade and still struggle, get some flashcards. 7 times 7 is going to get you 49. So divide. 7 goes into 57 times. We multiply. Now we subtract. 50 minus 49 is 1. Always check, is 1 smaller than 7? Yes. Now we bring down just one number. We ignore the 0. It's 14. We start everything over again. How many times can 7 divide into 14 without going over? It's going to go 2. And so 2 times 7 is going to be 14. We subtract 0, obviously smaller than 7, so we're good there. And then we bring down a 0. Now, we're not done. We have to do everything all over again. And you might be thinking, well, 7 can't go into 0. Well, you're right. But there's a big difference between 72 and 720. So we still have to divide 7 into 0 times because that changes our answer. And we can multiply just to verify that we get back to the right one. If we multiply 720 by 7, we should get back to 5,040. 0, 14. 7 times 7 is 49. You add that 1, you get back up to 50. If we did 72 times 7, we can get 14. Look, we're missing a 0. So that's why we always need to divide, even when we're dividing to 0. So our answer is A.